I said, are you ready for the mail
The
sack?
mail
Okay, here
never
we go.
stops.
Here comes the mailman.
Mail time.
The mail's here. When you control the mail, you control information. Give me a hell yeah.
What the hell is going on?
If there's something strange in your league, who you gonna call?
LeBron James.
No, you're not calling LeBron James. It's not Taco Tuesday. It's Mailsack Wednesday, and this is the Sleeper Wire Mailsack. If this is your first time listening, I'm going to tell you how it works real quick. I don't got a lot of time. I got callers queued up all over the place. So here's what it is. This is question and answer time with your Sleeper Wire fans and listeners. With tonight, we have Hoos and George and Dirty Jobs. My name is producer Steve. If you'd like to call into the show, this is a live program. If you're listening live, 256-56-SLEEP, 256-567-5337. If you're listening recorded, obviously that number's not going to work, but you can always go to our webpage, sleepwire.com/advice, and send us fill out the form, and it goes to our email. We're also on the Sleeper app, on the Sleepwire channel. You probably already heard us there. And if you're into Facebook groups, go to the Sleepwire Fantasy Football Club. All right, we got a lot of calls, guys. And so we're just going to start running through those right now. First up on the show should be Elijah. Elijah, you are on the Sleeper Wire Mailsack.
How's it going?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Elijah?
I got a question. I'm in the standard league for my flex spot. I have Miles Sanders in right now, but I also have Allen Robinson and D.D. Westbrook on the bench. And I'm debating which three of them to start.
For me, personally, I'm picking D.D. I'm not sure what they're doing with that Philadelphia backfield. Typically in a standard league, I do want to start my running backs, especially in the flex position. But
yeah,
I want to see a little clarity there before I throw Miles Sanders out there to start my flex. So I'm leaning D.D. How about you, Hoos?
Yeah, I'm going to go D.D. as well.
Yeah, I was kind of feeling, especially Kansas City, they have Tyrann Mathieu now, but they're still not too good.
No,
Yeah,
that
I'm
should
not
be a
afraid.
high-scoring game, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have the best defense.
Yeah, I have one more question, if that's okay, in another league.
Go for it.
I have Austin Eckler right now in my flex. I also have Kenny Golladay and then Cooper Kupp that I would consider starting. It's a full PPR. So
I've got Eckler pretty high this week. So I'd leave him in.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I would go with Eckler.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you did it yourself, man. You didn't even need us. Good luck this week, man.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks for calling, Elijah. We got Abe coming up next here. Let me get this button going. And then Jeff and then James. So, Abe, you should be on the show. Good evening. Welcome to the Sleepwire Mailsack.
Abe, my brother, you there? Honest Abe, going once.
Going twice. Abe, we lost you. Call back, man.
Yep, give us a call back, Abe. We'll get to you then.
Oh, no. Hang on. This should be him.
You there?
Yeah, it should be him.
Yep.
Ah, there you are.
Hi, how
Abe.
are you?
How's it going, man?
So I had pretty good. How's it going, guys? I had a question for a standard league concerning my wide receivers. So I have D.D. Westbrook, DJ Moore, Allen Robinson, Marcus Valdez-Scantling, Michael Gallup. Who else? I think I'm forgetting somebody else. Well, that's it right now. But who should I start? Pick two for this week. I'm leaning towards D.D. Westbrook for one of my guys. Oh, and Will Fuller was one of my guys. The last one.
I'm definitely taking DD. Who was your other options? You needed two, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Allen Robinson, DJ Moore, Will Fuller, Michael Gallup, and Marcus Valdez-Scantling.
I'm gonna go Allen Robinson. How about you, Hoos?
I've got it Fuller. Actually, sorry, I've got it. Allen Robinson. I almost skipped over him. I guess I don't like him that much that I just skipped over him, but it's a good matchup. So yeah, I'm gonna go with your first two.
DD and Robinson.
I got Allen Robinson. Actually, no, I got Moore actually. Sorry, I got Allen Robinson at 23, DJ Moore at 25, DD at 27. So yeah, I'd go DJ and Allen Robinson.
And one more thing. How do you guys feel about Aaron Jones? Do you think he's going to be like a top 10 play for RB this week? Top 15 maybe?
He's got a tough matchup against that Bears defense. I would say top 15 sounds reasonable.
Top 15?
Yeah.
And if I could, one more question. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I have him closer to 20. That
really?
is just with the defense, and then if they do mix in other players, just you just can never trust a Patriots coach. You never know what they're doing. So if they're gonna use multiple guys, they're just gonna use Aaron Jones, and it's a tough matchup. So I'd probably stay away for week 1 if I can.
I was going to go with Tony Pollard at flex, but unfortunately, Zeke's
you're going to go with Aaron Jones there.
And for tight ends, I have Jimmy Graham, Eric Ebron, and Darrell Waller. I know it's not the best sounding group, but should I, instead of holding on to 3, should I drop somebody and just replace it for a running back? Should I hold on to those 3 and see what happens? So I think Ebron might be a red zone threat. We don't know about Waller yet. But.
I've got Ebron pretty high this week just because I do believe he is a red zone threat. That doesn't take any away from Jack Doyle, who I think is see a good amount of targets, and he did very well with Jacoby Brissett in prior years. So I do like Ebron. I'd hold on to it, and depending if what else was out there. If there's not anything else out there on the waivers that's worth. I mean, I think those are good tight ends that you can possibly trade off if one of them do pop. Then you keep 1 or 2 in on your roster to kind of mix and match the weeks.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, Abe. Thanks for calling. All right, we'll catch you next time. Jeff is on the line. Jeff is a caller. I don't know where from, but Jeff, thanks for calling the Sleeper Wire show.
Yeah, no problem. I got a receiver question for you guys. So it's a 3 wide receiver league, single QB. And right now I'm starting Brandon Cooks, T.Y. Hilton, and Will Fuller. But I have Geronimo and Emmanuel Sanders on my bench. Now, do you think either of them would be worth replacing Fuller with?
No.
Yeah,
no, not this week.
especially with him being healthy.
Actually, you have Geronimo ahead 1 spot this week, but I'd probably lean Fuller given the matchup.
I have a no suggesting to bench Will Fuller rule that I have to follow. Every time I say bench Will Fuller, he scores 3 touchdowns. So,
hey, buddy,
we established that last year, I believe. So,
and I think maybe Mike and I
established that last year when he was
the only fantasy football podcast that will call you back.
Yeah.
If you want to reach us, the number's 2. I'm sorry, you can hear me.
We can
hear you, Steve. We stopped talking. We thought you had something important to say. We didn't know you were screening calls.
No, I'm calling somebody back. Now I'm on the air with the guy.
Okay.
I'm leaving a message on his voicemail. He's probably going to be pissed when he hears this.
Who do we got next? We still got the guy on the line. Okay, we still got the original caller.
Yeah.
So I just moved Fuller ahead of Allison because since I only had the 1 spots ahead of each other. So I'd go Fuller as well.
Well, real quick here, I won't take up much more of your time. What's your ranking? Rank those 1, 2, 3. You think Sanders is 3 there? You think Fuller, Geronimo, Sanders?
You know what? Actually, man, I'm spaceballing all over the place today. You said Emmanuel Sanders, and I looked up in my rankings, and he was actually 3 spots ahead of those guys, given the matchup against Oakland. So I actually have him first, and then Fuller, and then Geronimo. This week only, though.
Would your opinion be swayed if I'm starting Deshaun Watson, so it's kind of a stack. It's a double win for Fuller there.
Do not have.
Would you still start Sanders?
Deshaun Watson.
I can't sit Fuller.
Yeah, I'm not sitting Fuller at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just start the stack, I only have them 4 spots away from each other, so it's not a ton. You know, it's 34 and 38. So I think both are going to be a good wide receiver 3 this week.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, guys.
Thank you. Good luck this weekend.
All right, thanks, James. We get
you too.
All right, buddy. Coming. Oh shoot, I just hung up on James. Man, I'm messing up a lot. I got to call James back. Let's see if we can get James on the line here.
It's week 1. We're trying to work out the rust.
All right. In the meantime, let's take Jesus, and then we got Curtis up next after that. Jesus, you're on the show, Sleepwire Show. Not Curtis yet.
Yeah, hello?
We start off.
Hey, what's up, Jesus?
Hey, what's up, man? From Cali, Raiders. What's it called? I got like 4 questions. Main one, can you guys clarify Aaron Jones? Because I hear a lot of stuff, and some people are down on him, some people are up on him, but I'm pretty up on him because he's my sleeper.
So
Aaron
I think
Jones?
the issue with Aaron Jones is we like him year long, but the problem is opening night against Chicago. And Chicago is not a slouch run defense. They're actually one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
So their whole defense is healthy. So it's not that we're down on him, for the year. For the year, I think he's going to be fine. But for this 1 week against the best run defense in the NFL, and you're not sure exactly what that coaching staff is going to give him as far as usage, got a little hesitation on him.
I mean, I wouldn't even call back in RB2 hesitation. I mean, that's still back in RB2. You're still starting him.
Yeah.
We're telling you to start him in all leagues. If you're in a 10-team, an 8-team league, you're starting him in those leagues. Because we're ranking him that way this week, even against this team, because he does have RB1 potential. The RB1 potential if he's given the work. But we just don't know that right now. And, it's new coach, first week. We're high on them. We do like them. It's just week 1. And, yeah, we like George said, we want to see things shake out.
All right, cool. And then another thing, do you guys know anything about Damian Willis, the wide receiver for the Bengals? Because I picked him up just because he's starting.
I'll say
have any insight on him?
He's an undrafted free agent. He's supposed to be starting in the place of AJ Green, and that's really all I know about him. I'm not exactly, familiar with him as far as how he's going to do or anything like that. He's one of those guys where, yeah, I mean, you should have better options than him, and if you don't have high expectations. Tyler Boyd's going to be the number 1 there.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is a deep league that you're asking about, because otherwise you wouldn't be asking.
Yeah, we have like 12 or 14 players. But my wide receivers, what do you guys recommend for wide receivers? I have Fuller, Josh Gordon, Damian Willis. Who are the other guys? Christian Kirk.
Kirk over Willis for sure.
Oh, definitely Kirk
so those
over
first 3. How many flexes are you looking at here? How many starters at wide receiver?
I have 1 flex, 3 starters at wide receiver, but I'm putting Derrick Henry as my flex just for the.
All right. Yeah, so you're set there. So you're gonna start the first 3. Sit Damian Willis. He is declared the starter, but we just don't know. I mean, Boyd could get a ton of targets, and they are starting CJ Uzomah and Tyler Eifert, so they're using a 2 tight end set. We don't know if they're going to target him more than 5, and if he is able to turn that into something great, I'd like to see it from my bench, though.
All right, cool. And my last one is tight ends. I picked up Uzomah just for the reason that you just said, and I have Eric Ebron. How long should I hold on to Ebron, since Andrew Luck retired?
I think you could use them as a flex pretty much every week. And I mean, given the matchup, obviously, I think Jacoby Brissett. I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to be just fine. I don't think he's going to be Andrew Luck, but he has one of the best offenses as far as wide receivers. And, Marlon Mack isn't no slouch either, nor is Nyheim Hines. He's got a very good offense. He's got a very good defense. So he's going to have the ball in his hand quite a bit. And if the defense is giving him up. Go ahead, George.
I'd say he's got one of the top offensive lines in the NFL as well.
Yeah.
So don't look at what Jacoby Brissett did, 2 years ago, behind one of the worst offensive lines in the league with Frank Gore as his starting running back. It's a terrible, terrible defense. These two teams are not comparable at all. I think Jacoby Brissett's going to be just fine. I think the skill position players will take a slight hit, but nothing that scares me away from starting them.
I think you should trade me all your shares of T.Y. Hilton. He's going to be
You don't need him. Nobody needs him. We'll take them all here at Sleeper Wire.
All right. Thanks for the clarifications, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Jesus.
Good luck, man.
Thanks for calling in, buddy. All right, coming up next is the, number one.
It's the homeboy.
The OG.
Original.
It's the homie.
Original
homie.
Curtis!
What's up, my boy?
Curtis.
What's up, my boy?
Oh, Jesus. The world just got right.
Everything good, man. Everything good. I feel you. I got some questions and I got bad news on top of that, man.
Oh.
Now, you remember last week I told you guys I made that trade? Dude had contacted I guess dude had heard her. I guess he heard the show or whatever it did. He contacted the commissioner and fucking vetoed the trade. So I fuck him. He's a piece of shit for that.
What the hell?
Man. You're getting too popular in the streets, Curtis. You're getting too popular in the streets.
I guess
They're tuning into your shows now.
I guess so, man. Man.
That's bad news, man.
Anyways,
so what do you got for us this week?
All right, man. I'm looking. My wide receiver 2, my wide receiver 1 is Chris Godwin. I'm not moving him at all because he's my best receiver. So my receiver 2 and my receiver 3, I'm looking at DJ Moore. D.D. Westbrook, Christian Kirk, Emmanuel Sanders, and Will Fuller. I need two out of those 5, and it's 4-point PPR.
Go with those 5 one more time. I'm sorry.
All right, my bad. I got you. All right, 4-point PPR. I got DJ Moore, D.D. Westbrook, Christian Kirk, Will Fuller, and Emmanuel Sanders. I need 2 of those.
I'm gonna go with D.D. and Will Fuller.
D.D. and Will Fuller. All right, that's.
D.D. and Will Fuller.
I will lean the same way.
I was gonna go DJ and Fuller.
Now, DJ and Fuller. Okay.
I was also leaning DJ and Fuller. That's where I was sitting too.
All right, so 2 out of 3 go DJ and Fuller.
You got another one for us, Curtis?
All right. Well, no, yeah. Well, in my flex position, my flex position, I'm looking at between Damian Williams, Devontae Freeman, and I guess Will Fuller then.
I'm gonna go Damian, despite all the talk of McCoy splitting work with him possibly. I don't think. I mean, I know we like this offense, and I don't want to rant too much, and I actually won't rant. I won't. We got a lot of calls because I was about to go on a Damian Williams rant. I won't do it.
I was just going to sit back and let you do it, so I could just sit back and go, amen, 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 amen.
Don't let me get going on Damian Williams. Yeah, you're going to start him. You're going to start him over those guys.
The only one that's close is Devonta Freeman. But, yeah, definitely Damian Williams over Freeman for me as well.
All right. One last question. I mean, I've already denied this trade because he keeps sending me the same trade offer and I keep denying it. He's trying to trade. He want my Todd Gurley for Adam Thielen and T.Y. Hilton. I didn't. I told because he had Johnny Hawkins. I told him that I want to do Todd Gurley and possibly like DJ Moore for Nuke. And he's trying to count off like, no, I'll trade Adam Thielen and T.Y. I told like, man, I'm only looking for top tier receivers.
I think those are top tier receivers though.
Adam Thielen and T.Y. Hilton for Todd Gurley.
I think I do that.
And you've got Damian Williams and Devonta Freeman. Who else you got at running back?
I got Damian. I got Damian Williams. I got Damian Williams, Todd Gurley, Devonta Freeman, Alvin Kamara, Duke Johnson, and David Singletary.
And who are your wide receivers?
My wide receivers, all the wide receivers I told you, plus Chris Godwin.
Yeah, I'm hitting smash except for Todd Gurley for Thielen and T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, you're going to have a problem at wide receiver. You're going to have a log jam, but that's a good problem to have because you're going to be able to shuffle up and possibly get a better look. I don't want to say you're going to get a better running back than Todd Gurley because I am high on Todd Gurley. I do think he's still going to finish top 6 at his position, despite him, they will give him less carries. He's not going to see over 200 carries. But I think Alvin Kamara, showed you last year, you don't need 200 carries to be a top 5 a top 5 running back. So I think he's just going to be just fine. But that's some Thielen and Ty. I'm not afraid of Ty at all. I'll like you just heard us say, give SleeperWire all the Ty shares. We'll take them. And then Thielen, that's just too good. I'll just worry about the problem that I have with too much great wide receivers. And I could probably get whatever I want. You could probably get Barkley if you package whatever you want to, whatever running back you want, you can get them with the collection of wide receivers that you have now that you accept this trade.
Yeah, I would smash that trade button on that. It's actually a really good deal for you. It solidifies your wide receiver core, and you have a ton of running back depth.
Yeah, I'm good with your running backs, actually. I wouldn't feel like I need to upgrade, but.
So you guys feel it's a good idea to trade Todd Gurley for Adam Thielen and T.Y.
Yeah,
I think it's a great one.
All right, you guys have not let me roam in the past few years, so I'm gonna go ahead and set that trade off of there.
Look, man, you gotta look. I will say this before you leave us, Curtis. This is your team. You got to enjoy your fantasy team. I'll say this to everybody, right?
Yep.
If you go out there and you pick your team, you got to feel good about your team. Fantasy is fun, right? This is fun. We want to have fun with the players we like. If you really, really like Todd Gurley, keep him on your team. If you don't like those other players, you don't want to root for those players. Curtis, you're going to be fine. You're going to call us every week. You're going to win anyway. You're going to win the league anyway. So this trade isn't going to hurt you either one way or another.
I think I'm just not. I don't like Adam Thielen. That's the thing. I don't like Adam Thielen. I mean, I think he's a great receiver. I just don't like. I don't like rooting for the Vikings. That's the problem. I don't like the Vikings at all.
Damn, Curtis.
That's why I said it's your team. If you don't want to root for them, then don't accept the trade. Don't listen to us.
Sorry,
we're telling you common sense knowledge, fantasy football common sense knowledge. Fantasy is also about having fun, though. If you don't want to accept this trade, Todd Gurley is great, and everything you have is good. I just think that if you accept this trade, you'd have a better team. But you could do what you want, man. I think you're going to take it down anyway.
All right, man. I'm going to take consideration and fans listening tonight, man. You guys are more.
You sound like you're on the fence, so I didn't want to, we don't want to push you over a little bit,
No, you good.
All right, brother. We'll catch you next week.
Thank you very much for the information as usual, man.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Of course.
Always. All right, thank you, Curtis. All right, Curtis, always with a great call. Good call. Always a good call. All right, phone lines are clear. So if you want to call in, 256-56-SLEEP, 256-567-5337. We'll take your calls and answer your questions. We got a bunch of questions in the queue, though. We're going to start hitting these Mixler questions. If you're listening and you ask a question in the Mixler chat, we'll get to those as quickly as possible. Oswaldo Andrade is back, and he says it's that time. He says he's back. I need to drop someone for a kicker and need immediate help. Drop either Henderson, Pettis, McCoy, Robbie Anderson, Freeman, Hilton in a 12-team standard redraft. Henderson, clearly. Yeah, no question. All right, Oswaldo. What you got? Seriously?
Yeah.
You gonna say
I was
different?
I was gonna say if it's Royce Freeman, I would consider dropping Freeman and keeping Henderson.
I want Freeman just in case.
Yeah.
I love Lindsey, but I don't like how much they're talking about Freeman.
All right, I agree. Black Mamba 24, welcome back another year with him. Do you have any waiver wire pickups I should target? 12-man, half-point PPR, and the best kicker to pick up for week 1. It's really hard for us to answer a question about waiver wire pickups if you don't give us an idea of like who's available. Give us like 5 or 6 guys that you're looking at, and we'll tell you who we like the most. I can't think of anybody like off.
As for kickers, if Matt Bryant is on the waiver wire, pick him up. He kicks in a dome 13 games this year. His first 10 weeks he's in a dome. You cannot ask for anything better than a kicker on a high-powered offense that kicks in a dome for 10 straight weeks.
Yeah, that's money advice right there. And I'll also say Aldrich Rojas. And then Harrison Butker is just insane.
Butker? I like him.
Yeah, Butker.
I had him a year or two ago. He's good. George says we're about to kick the sack. Royce Freeman, okay, whatever. The Piggly Wiggly. Okay, this is a many-part question. Do I need to drop a running back to get a better wide receiver or vice versa? He's got Kyler Murray. His running backs are DJ, Chris Carson, Josh Jacobs, Latavius, Adrian Peterson, and Justin Jackson. His wide receivers are OBJ and T.Y., DJ Moore, Pettis, and John Brown. I think you're good.
I think you're solid.
I like his team a lot.
Yeah,
I think he was just bragging about his team.
Yeah, that's all he was doing. Get out of here, man.
I don't think you're picking up anybody better. I mean, if you're going to rotate out John Brown, maybe, but...
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah, that's I'm there with you, Steve. That's the only other. But I like John Brown. I don't think.
Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't reach for anything too crazy right now. Hey, we got a call. Let's take the call. Hey, Mike, welcome back to the show. Hey, what's up, caller? You're on the Sleeper Wire show. What's your name?
Yes, Clyde.
Hey, Clyde.
What's up, man?
Hey, I got a little question for you here. I'm in a league with 6-point passing TDs, and I've got Trubisky and Matt Ryan this week. So I think I'm going to put Trubisky in there because he might get running yards too.
I'm a big Ryan guy, but this isn't the week for him. I'm going to lean.
Right.
Actually, I actually have Ryan one spot ahead, but that's only because I love Matt Ryan. He's my QB1 for the season. Love him. Absolutely love him. But
I love him, but
I think you're going to go Mitch Trubisky this week, even though I do have him one spot ahead.
Yeah, the Vikings in 2000, for a little perspective, Minnesota only allowed 15 touchdowns in 2018. They were second allowed to in fantasy points to quarterback. And so I'm not trusting Matt Ryan this week. I actually benched him in a league for Jameis Winston.
I mean, Jameis Winston is great, so
yeah.
I don't know why you just said Jameis Winston like he's bad. I have Jameis Winston as my QB2 for this week. So,
another league, I have just regular 4 points for QB touchdowns. I've got Winston in over Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Too.
I like that.
Yeah, I've got Rodgers at 10 this week, and that might be too kind.
All right. So I'm doing all right. I don't even.
Yeah, you're good, man. I think you're going to win this week.
All right. Thanks for your help.
Take it down, brother.
All right, my friend. Thanks for calling in. Catch you next time. We got another call here. This guy had some questions in the thread already, so we're just going to take him because he called in. Guys, if you want to get your questions answered first and immediately, just call in 256-56-SLEEP, 256-567-5337. We got Luis on the show. Luis, welcome to the Sleepwire Mailsack.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How you doing, Luis?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good over here in Palm Springs, California, where it's still nice and warm.
That's fantastic. We're hanging out down here in Florida.
Wait, you want a round of applause or something?
Yeah.
Yay, good for you, buddy.
We're dealing with effects of. We were just scared the bejesus out of us. We were going to get hit with a storm.
Yeah, because 3/4 of
George and I.
3/4 of this show is in Florida right now. This guy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We're almost underwater.
We got to get Mike talking. Mike only talks like every fourth.
I'm concerned about Mike. Actually, I'm concerned. He's floating out there. He's been.
It's kind of scary. I'm just trying to get into hurricane mode. You guys are all used to this stuff. I'm just keep looking out my window, staring, going, "Is it coming? Is it coming?"
Mike, we've done that for the last week and a half.
Right? Yeah, these things are slow. I thought that they were going to be much faster.
They're not typically this slow.
Why does Mike
that hurricane is making you sound like you got
guys? We got Louis. Come on, Louis called in.
People around you.
Come on, don't waste Louis's time.
Like you tripled yourself.
Just so you guys know, I know you guys have Curtis on here. Me and Curtis are going at it week one. We're close friends here.
I love it.
No, we gotta hang up. Listen, I'm sorry, we gotta hang up on you. We're Team Curtis.
Oh no,
sorry.
You can't do that.
No, we gotta hang up on you. I'm sorry. We're Team Curtis. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, shoot.
Our matchup. So I just had a question. With the running backs, Damian Williams and Marlon Mack, who has more upside this year? I know with Brissett.
Oh my God! Can we hang up on this guy? I'm sorry. I'm done with this call. I'm sorry.
Damian Williams has more upside, but he also comes with more risk. Literally, Damian Williams could be the RB1, or he could be replaced by like week 6. So there's a lot of risk there, but if you're just asking strictly who has the most upside, by far it's Damian Williams.
Yeah, I like him in that offense. My other question, real quick.
With Andrew Luck retiring for me, that was another thing too. When Andrew Luck retired, I was sad.
This is Hussein's wife. He hopped off the call because that last question was ridiculous. it was stupid. So he hopped off the call. Sorry, he might be back after this guy gets off the call.
What's your other question, Luis?
All right, so I got Jameis Winston and Dak Prescott for week 1. I'm leaning towards Winston for that matchup. Do you guys feel the same way in PPR?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You're speaking my language now, man. You're talking Winston here. Winston, you're going Winston.
Yeah, you know what? Everyone's laughing at me. Everyone's like, why'd you get Winston? I'm like, with that offense, they're going to be airing it out, and they have no defense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be airing it out because we know they're not going to be running the ball.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
No, those running backs, no. All right, fellas, that's all I had.
All right, man. I would say good luck,
I'm
but,
ready.
you're going against our boys, so sorry. Can't wish
I
us
know.
luck.
We've been longtime friends in fantasy, so we're ready.
Take it down either way, man. Do your thing.
I appreciate it, fellas.
All right, thanks, Luis, for calling in. Coming up next out, we got some Montgomery questions from Patrick. Patrick, thanks for calling in to the Sleeper Mail Sack.
That's right. Yeah, that's all right.
Pat, what's up, man?
What's up, Pat?
Here it goes. Look, Montgomery is the talk of all talk. So, are you trusting Thursday night against Green Bay?
Yes.
That's tomorrow night, actually.
Yes.
All right. You are trusting him. So
Yeah, I'm all in on Montgomery.
Okay.
I've got him.
You're gonna start him over. You're gonna start him over Westbrook, Curtis Samuel, Cohen, right?
Over what? So you're talking about flexing him?
Absolutely.
Absolutely flexing him.
Guys, I'm starting him as my RB2.
I'd be
flex him.
I'd be shocked if he gets fewer than 15 touches.
Yeah, I'm chomping at the bits to flex him.
This dude's a beast, right? I mean, he's the real deal.
You don't flex people on a Thursday night.
The what?
Yeah. Don't flex him. Put him in your starting position.
That is true, though. Yeah, that's a great point,
Mike.
What
point, Mike. Very, very. That's a pro tip right there.
What did Mike say?
Don't flex him. Put him in as your starting quarter.
Who are you?
Back.
Who would you have to sit for him? That's our question.
No, dude.
Because we're telling you to start him.
No, it's CMC and Cook.
Oh no, yeah.
We're talking about flex.
You gotta. All right, so who else do you have in flex then?
All right, so flex is going to be Westbrook, Curtis Samuel, or Cohen. So.
Yeah, no, you're starting David Montgomery, but no, what Mike was saying is put him in.
I take the risk. I don't think there's any risk involved with Montgomery. I understand where Mike is coming from. If he had any injury risk, I'd worry about it.
What did Mike say? I didn't even hear what he said.
So what Mike said is,
you want to repeat that, Mike, instead of us talking for you?
What I said is you never want to flex on a Thursday night. What you want to do is you want to try to get your guy set in the position itself, just in case you have some random circumstance that happens to you on Sunday morning and you're filling a running back spot. So having the flexible, to me, is just a better idea on a Sunday morning than having it on a Thursday night. That's the only point I was trying to make.
Yeah, so what Mike's saying is he wants you to start David Montgomery and move Cook to your flex. And then this way, if something should happen during the week, like let's say, for example, Friday during practice, Dalvin Cook tweaks his hamstring. You're not locked in with having him start at your running back because you already started David Montgomery.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt you. Does he mean to say that now that he knows CMC and Cook are running back 1 and 2?
Yeah,
that's a general thing he's saying. Like that's just a fantasy advice he's giving you, like in general.
Yeah, so you're still gonna.
Player, I've seen some crazy injuries. Like Deshaun Watson went down on a Wednesday night 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And things like that happen. Yeah. I mean, so to me, I like to keep that flex position as open as I possibly can. Fill it with the flex. Like I have no problem putting Dalvin Cook in the flex. Or putting Alvin Kamara in my flex, just knowing that they're playing.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, tomorrow night, if Montgomery's not there, regardless in the flex or wherever. Wait a minute, you're saying just go ahead and put Montgomery.
He's just giving you a general he's giving you like a general like.
Okay.
I got you.
I see what you're saying. I got you.
Yeah.
He's saying go ahead and put Montgomery, but he's for putting Montgomery in at running back too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. I got you. Okay, that sounds good. So either way, start Montgomery over Westbrook.
Exactly.
Samuel.
Sorry, a long way of saying start Montgomery. Sorry, brother.
No, it's fine. No, it's actually a good point. I mean, that makes sense.
It's a great point. That's why we took so much time to let him, talk about it for a while because it's something that
I mean,
we need to pay attention
in the
to.
Background. Yeah, it made really good sense.
I've made that mistake at least once in a fantasy year. So that's that, and that's a great point. So you could end up losing your week because of that. So it's a great point.
Okay.
Yeah. So what he's saying is put Cook in the flex.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Put Cook in the flex because who knows what happens between now and Sunday.
Yep.
We just swap him out.
Yep.
We already know that Montgomery's a full go. We're going to start him anyways, right?
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, it makes sense to me.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Patrick. Appreciate your call. Night. All right.
Appreciate it.
Guys, let's get to some more Mixler stuff real quick here for a few minutes.
The call, I'm sorry, Steve, what's the phone number again?
256-56 SLEEP. Sleep. 256-567-5337. All right. Phone lines are open if you want to call in. We'll try to get you on here. Let's do a couple more Mixler questions here because these came in, and I know these people are listening. Oswaldo says producer Steve is 4 fire emojis. All right. I'm working on that. Let me get to 5 next week.
I would say you're 4 out of 5, Steve.
Hilda Mac.
It should be 10 fire emojis.
I don't know if he can put that many. I'm surprised he can do fire emojis on here. Hilda Mac, PPR. I'm putting Allen Robinson in for Diggs. Flex, Mac, or Breida?
Flex, Mac, or
Mac.
Breida. I think I have Mac ahead, but I really love Breida.
I really love Breida.
Let me double check.
Same Breida.
Mike, what in Sam Hill is wrong with your microphone? What in Blue Blazes? You sound like you're in like an echo chamber.
I think he sounds better now, right?
Am I still in an echo chamber?
It's so weird. You sound like you're in a like you've got reverb and all kind of stuff going on. You got effects on? You got effects turned on?
No.
Now you're fixed.
You're in and out where you're sounding good and you're sounding whatever.
Sorry,
I'm
I
sure
like
the sleepers love it.
I rap.
Okay.
You got robot dirty jobs here.
All right, let's get to Hildy Mac. We got another call after this. So Hildy Mac, PPR, putting Allen Robinson in for Diggs, Flex, Mac, or Breida. You guys say
Mac.
I say Breida.
And Prophet Hoos?
Still looking up my rankings. Sorry. I have it. I do have Mac ahead. Yeah.
So 2 Mac, 1 Breida?
Sounds like a
Mac,
football
1
team
Breida.
right there. 2 Macs, 1
2 Mac,
Breida.
1 Breida.
All right, we got another call. I don't have time to screen this. We're going to take it live. We'll do it live. We'll do it live, damn it.
Love it.
Nice.
Fucking thing sucks.
My name is Mason.
I didn't even say hello, Mason. Hello, Mason. Thanks for calling the Sleeper Wire show.
What's up, mate?
He hopped right in. I love it.
Hey, I dropped a comment in the sleeper thread, but I saw you guys were live, and I was like, oh, might as well call in.
Absolutely.
I was loving the show so far.
Thank you.
I have a weird league. It's PPR, but it's 0.3 points per yard. So big yardage guys are way more valuable than just, regular studs or per se. So like Lamar Jackson last year was the quarterback 1, even though Mahomes was crazy.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I had him like the back end of the year, and he killed for me. But basically, I have 4 guys. I drafted really well, and I have 4 guys that I'm not really sure who to put in. I need 2 spots to fill. I need 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. I have Carry-On. I have Chris Godwin. I have Tyler Lockett, and I have who's my last guy? Carry-On, Lockett, Godwin, and sorry, let me check. And Robert Woods, sorry.
So Carry On, Lockett, Robert Woods, and I'm sorry,
Godwin.
what am I missing? Godwin?
Yep.
Yeah. I need a wide receiver, and I need 1 more guy. And then I already have Evans, so I was a little hesitant about playing Godwin, but it's San Francisco, and I really like the matchup. I didn't like
I do have
Robert Woods.
ahead, and you need 1 running back, right?
I think one's
no,
a
I need
flex.
1 wide
He needs
receiver.
1 wide receiver and a flex is what you need, right?
So I'd go Lockett
sir.
and Godwin.
I'm going to go Lockett and KJ.
Okay.
Godwin for me too. Lockett and Godwin for me.
Yeah, I'm afraid of KJ's usage.
I'm just afraid of.
I think they're going to use CJ Anderson quite a bit. I think he's going to lose. Sorry, Mike, what were you saying?
Oh, I said the Lions just sound like crap to me this year.
Yeah, they got Ty Johnson. They want to use CJ Anderson. They said they want to use KJ more, but I think they're going to use him a little bit more. I don't think they're going to use him a lot of it, like a lot of us have been anticipating.
All right, so I'm gonna change my pick to Godwin, and here's why. I looked something up while You guys were talking.
I don't like
40
the matchup either.
Well, the 49ers allowed the most touchdowns to opposing wide receivers last season. Go ahead and start Godwin and Mike Evans.
Yeah, they're gonna both eat. I mean, between those two and OJ Howard, they're gonna get all of the touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know, and who knows? Winston might end up throwing 4. I mean, he's good for it.
Okay, thank you guys. Absolutely, and I'm a big Bucks fan too, so I'm really
I'm coming
really
around
excited to see
too.
what you
I'm
do.
becoming a Bucks fan. I'm down here in South Florida. I'm in Coral Springs, and Miami Dolphins suck ass. So
Give
sorry,
us 2
George.
years. Give us 2 years. We're on a 2-year plan here.
I'm stuck, man. I'm like between you and Jason. I'm like, do I root for the Dolphins? Or do I root
can
for
go
the
one
Bucks?
step better. I just moved to Tampa, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
well,
got it.
this any
Exactly.
team as sick
Exactly.
I can ask for.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be at more Tampa games with Mike.
Yes.
All right, Mason. Thank you for calling in, buddy. We'll catch you next time. Hopefully, you'll keep listening to the show. All right.
Get that Gucci breakfast.
Get that Gucci breakfast. Let's get back to the Mixler questions. Piggly Wiggly says, glad you guys are back. We already did him. Okay. Minimal impact. Waited on a tight end and took Burton in the 13th. Since he's injured, I want to pick up Waller. Since I'm new to Fab, what is a good bid in a deeper league for Waller? Is Burton worth a stash, or should I just drop him?
If Waller is still there, you probably don't have to spend anything on him because somebody probably would have picked him up already. Maybe spend $2, but I don't think anybody's in on him if you're in a deeper league. If you're in a deeper league, Waller should have already gotten picked up. Especially, I mean, they're on freaking Hard Knocks, right? Like, how do you not pick up Waller? How
Right.
deep is this league where people are not picking up Darren Waller? He's like the most talked about tight end as far as sleepers. Yeah, Burton, it's sad. He's still dealing with his hernia issue, sports hernia from March. He got that surgery done. It's a little bit, worrisome. I would definitely pick up Waller, maybe spend $1 or $2. I don't know if you have to spend too much more.
Yeah, I would say I'm not spending more than $3, and just know that Denver was number 8 in fantasy points allowed to the tight end last year. So Waller should have a pretty decent
Yeah, he
game.
should score. Yeah, he should score.
You guys, hang on to Burton, stash him, or drop him?
No, you definitely stash him. I would say. I think he could have a very good year, but what my fear is by the time he's back, you like who you like. You're used to who you're used to. By that time, I'm afraid of Trubisky already having his core, and I think Burton is a part of the core, but he might just pepper up Allen Robinson more. He might just pepper up Anthony Miller more. I don't think Adam Shaheen is still. He's actually nursing injuries too. It's a shame with Adam Shaheen, but Tariq Cohen will definitely still will get more work. I moved Tariq Cohen up quite a bit. I don't want to say quite a bit because I was already high on him, but I moved him like 2 spots up on my draft rankings, and I do like him this week.
All right, got another call here. It is Abraham on the line. Thank you for calling the Sleeper Wire Show.
Thank you very much. I have a question about Henderson and Malcolm Brown. Why is Henderson getting ahead rather than while Malcolm Brown is number 2 running back for the Raiders or for the Rams?
So this is my view on the Rams running back. You got Todd Gurley and Henderson. They're going to share time. Malcolm Brown, if something were to happen to Todd Gurley, I don't think it's Henderson that necessarily takes over that workload. I actually think it's going to be Malcolm Brown. So he's going to be the direct Todd Gurley handcuff. I think.
So who would you rather have as a backup?
If I'm the Gurley owner, I think I'd rather have Brown than Henderson. Just because I don't think Henderson's role is going to change a whole lot if Todd Gurley does go down.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling, Abraham.
Good luck, man.
All right, coming up next, we got this might be the first time we got
hold on to your butt.
We got a 2-time caller called twice in the same show. Welcome back to the show, Clyde.
Hey,
Clyde, what
thanks
you
for
got?
staying on the line there for me. Hey, I got another question. In another league, that you have to have 40 yards for a point for passing. I've got Lamar Jackson in over Jameis Winston. What do you guys think about that?
I'm sorry. What's the point structure again? You said you have to have at least 40 yards.
40 passing yards per point instead of 25.
I'm putting
And
in
you have
Jameis.
Jackson in.
Did you?
Yep. So 40
Yeah,
points.
unless that's running. I'm sorry, that was very puzzling for me for a second. Just because it's super huge contrast. Lamar Jackson is not expected to throw much. Jameis Winston is expected to throw the most passing yards in the NFL.
Oh, okay. And then, Jackson's running and touchdowns on the ground. Kind of.
Yeah, but you're only getting points per 40 yards, right? Or every 40 yards. So Lamar's probably going to give you 200 yards, maybe 250.
Yeah.
If we're generous, we're going to say he's going to give you over 100 rushing yards.
But I think the rushing yards 1 point for every 10 yards.
Correct.
Okay. So it's standard rushing scoring. It's just the passing that's a little different.
Correct.
I think I'm actually.
I still go Winston.
I think I actually go Lamar.
I think I still go Winston. I think people underrate how much Winston does run. He does run.
I know he does.
We didn't see. Yeah, he does run quite a bit. So I think we do see him running as well, and he's definitely going to throw way more touchdowns and yards. So I don't see how I could start Lamar. And like I understand the format, but I think it'd still be Winston. Mike, you got anything for this?
I really don't. I really like Winston. I don't know. I've got Winston in almost every single one of my drafts, so that should let you know how I feel about the guy.
I've got the same thing on 6 teams, and I got Winston on about 4 of them, I think. So
Mike's in love with him.
I am. I'm in
Lamar. Lamar is just like with all those. You got to get so many yards for a point passing that.
You're praying for him to run, and you're praying for him to pass. He's not going to pass as much, I don't think, at least. And if he does, I don't think it'll be deep. And you're just praying for him to rush all the time. Like every time he snaps the ball, you're just praying for him to rush.
That'd be nice, yeah.
It would be nice.
And you know what? Look, I have Lamar Jackson as a top 12 quarterback this week. But I have Jameis Winston as the quarterback number 2. Deshaun Watson's my number 1 for this week.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with the number 2 then. I'll switch. Here's the other question is, I've got, for running back, I've got Austin Eckler in, and I've got James White as in my flex. And on my bench, I have T.Y. Hilton and not that these guys matter, Sterling Shepard and Marvin Jones. So kind of the question is,
I guess start the running
James
backs.
White.
Yep.
Is James White in over Austin Eckler? I got Devonta Freeman.
No.
I like Eckler this week over James White, but I'd flex James White though.
Yeah,
All right, James White over T.Y. Hilton in the flex then.
In the flex.
That's my options, T.Y. or James White.
Let's see what I have. I think I have a James, but let me double check.
Kind of feels silly sitting T.Y. Hilton, but man.
I just expect a lot of James White involved. Yeah, I have James White ahead. Overall, I have James White, and this includes tight ends, everything. I have White 36, Ty 40. But that's very, very, very close, obviously.
Right. All right. Well, that was it. Thanks.
We'll flip a coin if it. Guys. I mean, at the end of the day, I always tell players like it's your team. It's a gut thing too. We're ranking these players, but we have to rank so many players that once they're on your team, you kind of have to make a gut call. So I like
who
things
my
quite ahead, but
favorite players are? You know who my favorite players are?
Who's that?
Oh boy.
The ones that score the most.
There we go.
Yes, they are.
Damn
We
right.
like the ones that score the most.
I'm a mercenary when it comes to this.
Clyde, I like you. I like you, Clyde.
Yeah, we gotta get you a part of the crew, man.
Yeah, you're
We
a
gotta call in every
good.
week.
You're a good caller.
That's right.
All right, dude.
All righty, guys.
Hey, man.
Have fun. Yeah, thanks again.
You have a great night,
Good luck,
buddy.
man.
All
We'll
right.
hear from you next week.
That was Clyde. That was Clyde. He called in twice. He might be giving Curtis. He might be giving Curtis
All
one
right,
for his
Curtis,
money.
you gotta run for your money,
I
Curtis.
don't know. Let me get to a few more Mixler questions here. All right, this Eric Musial didn't end up dropping anybody for a kicker from last week. Ended up trading away Deshaun Jackson and Ty Montgomery for Robert Woods.
Who the heck is listening to CSI?
That's X-Files,
That would be
dude.
Mike.
No, that's X-Files.
X-Factor, whatever it
I'm because the truth is out
know
there.
what I meant.
We're giving them the truth. Eric, that's a fantastic trade. You're getting Robert Woods for Ty Montgomery and Deshaun Jackson. Yes, good trade. You just want to show us how cool you are.
That's a drop.
Wide receivers now: Mike Evans, Mike
He was
Williams,
amazing.
Gallup, Moncrief, and now Woods. Okay, yeah. Running backs now: Carson, Connor, Breida, Miles, Sanders, Justice Hill, and Madison. All right, buddy. He's just roster
Okay.
baiting for us.
You bragging? Yeah, you
Oswaldo,
bragging over here, buddy. What are you
says,
doing?
"Goddamn Curtis." This okay. So these are. It tells you how old these are. J Fan flex full PPR. We got Derrick Henry. We got Deion Lewis. We got Sterling Shepard, MVS, Jakeem Grant, and he put in parentheses Miami kick returner and wide receiver because he didn't think we knew who he was. Return yards count.
Jakeem Grant.
So are we starting you don't even count that for your flex.
How many does he need?
I guess just one flex full in a full PPR.
It is Derrick Henry. If it's just
If you just need one to flex, it's Derrick
Yeah,
Henry.
I mean, yeah.
Let him get
Why
his
is this a
55 carries a game and be gone.
Yeah, why is this a question?
All right, Derrick Henry is the
I would
answer.
expect more.
Hildy Mack, PPR for a different league. I'm putting Alshon in for Diggs, flex Royce Freeman or Marquise Goodwin.
Why not flex Diggs?
Yeah,
Because he's got the hammy, so he's worried about him. But you could flex him for now, I guess, and then if he plays, you just move him out.
So who are you putting in, Freeman or Goodwin? Royce Freeman.
Goodwin probably.
Probably Royce Freeman for me.
Royce Freeman, but I'd rather flex Diggs if I could.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean flex him now, but if he is dealing with a hammy, and we know Diggs with his hammy, that's like I don't know. He it hurts me with it because it's like Jesus, really, Diggs? Like that's why we can't put you as a wide receiver one ever. But I'm gonna get on a tangent with that. So let's get on to the next question.
All right. Well, we got a caller. Caller, I don't know who you are. I didn't screen the call. What's your name? Thanks for calling the Sleepwire Mailsack. Hello.
Caller, are you there?
Okay.
That's usually where they come in right there.
Let me try one more time here. Caller, I'm going to you now, caller. If you hear the radio show right now, you're up next.
Caller, what's up?
Hang on.
What you got?
The buttons are slow today. Oh my word. All right, well there he is. Caller, are you on? If you can hear
Caller
my
going
voice,
once.
say hello.
Caller going twice.
All right, well call back.
Caller's not there.
Call back 856 area code. Captain Kurt says I'm on the fence now. I guess he's worried about that trade. Captain Curtis is going to lose sleep tonight. Hilda Mack, PPR, Flex, Tevin Coleman, DJ Moore, or Geronimo Allison. PPR Flex, Coleman, DJ Moore, or Geronimo Allison.
Coleman, DJ Moore, Cole. I'm gonna go DJ Moore.
I'm gonna go Allison. I'm very low on DJ Moore. So yeah,
Why?
give me Allison. It's not really him. I love his skill.
We have a lot of questions.
That's fine. I could go on a tangent as well, but
yeah,
for me it's Allison. We'll keep it simple.
Mike?
Yeah.
Allison as well.
Okay. All right. Minimal Impact is Mike doing the show from an auditorium. That was when you had the mic problems. He sounds like an
Yeah, I'm
android.
surprised you didn't come in with the mini mall. Yeah, there we go. There we go, Mike. Let them know.
Mini
how to
mall.
say it.
Mini mall.
There we go.
This guy's name is Milk Your Mommy. Here are a couple questions from me. My Malcolm Brown question from earlier in the chat, which, if I remember, was okay. Hang on. Now I gotta find it. This guy is named something else on Sleeper, so he has a different Sleeper name. So give me 1 second here. I gotta find his question. In the meantime, if you have questions for us and we don't get to them on the show, go to the website, sleepwire.com/advice, and you can send them in there. Okay, so let's see. I don't know where. Oh, I would like to know why Darrell Henderson is being hyped so much as the handcuff to Gurley. Malcolm Brown looked like a monster when he came behind Gurley last year.
I think that was the guy that we had on the show earlier.
Was it?
I think so.
I don't know. He just posted this question a second ago. Maybe, yeah, he just posted it again. So, guys,
You should have been listening earlier.
maybe, I don't know. What do you think? Why is Darrell Henderson getting so much hype?
Shiny new object. He's going to have a role. He's going to have a role with Todd Gurley. But if Todd Gurley were to get injured, it's Malcolm Brown who's going to be his replacement, not Darrell Henderson. Darrell Henderson's not going to slot forward into Todd Gurley's role. If I'm the Todd Gurley owner, as I said earlier, I want Darrell Henderson, or not Darrell Henderson. I want Malcolm Brown, not Darrell Henderson.
I want Darrell Henderson. I think he's got more. I think he's more athletic.
You're more athletic.
I think he's more explosive than Malcolm Brown. I think if
I mean, I want to see it first. I feel like Darrell Henderson is like a year away type of guy, whereas Malcolm Brown has the physicality already.
Love Darrell Henderson in Dynasty, but as far as redraft leagues, I'm pretty much avoiding him. I'm grabbing Malcolm Brown in almost every 16th, 17th, 18th round I'm in. Last round I'm grabbing him because I agree with George. If we see a tweak on that knee, it's going to be the Malcolm Brown show.
Yeah, they didn't even use Malcolm Brown at all this whole preseason. So that just goes to show how much of a break this in case, like glass case, person he is. So they don't want to use him at all. They're shelving him just in case, the Todd Gurley injury occurs, which apparently they think might happen at any point. So yeah, I think Henderson might get changed of pace, but even that, I don't know how much he's going to get. Malcolm Brown's definitely the cuff. He's going to take a full workload if Gurley misses any time.
All right, this guy, question number 2 for Milk Your Mommy. Better bench stash: Jalen Samuels, Naheem Hines, Justin Jackson.
Justin Jackson, for sure. Justin Jackson's going to be the guy that I feel like you're going to be getting out there week in and week out until this more Melvin Gordon thing settles out, if it even does.
Yep.
I don't think Melvin
Completely
Gordon
agree.
can settle out. So you definitely grabbing Justin Jackson, plug him on your bench. Austin Eckler, love him. Absolutely love him. But he's Austin Eckler.
All right.
He's going to be Austin Eckler. He's not going to be the guy that's going to take all of the work. I think Justin Jackson will be that guy, and Austin Eckler will be the complement. So,
all right.
Hey, let me ask let me ask you guys a quick question. Sure. Tyreek Hill, Odell Beckham, Juju. Who would you pick?
Tyreek Hill, Odell Beckham, or Juju. I'm going to go Juju.
I would go with Antonio Brown, actually.
Fuck you, Mike. I'm leaving them for you then.
Since I never got I just asked Fallon for, so if you're listening to this, even though I sent you a message, Fallon, I never got the link. Otherwise, I wouldn't be telling George this awesome information to beat you later. You never gave me that information. So
Milk Your Mommy, part 3. Gallup, Moncrief, or John Brown? Bench stash, PPR. I think everyone likes Gallup here, don't they? Or we like Moncrief too? Moncrief. You like Moncrief?
Yeah.
I do like Moncrief. I do like Gallup. That's tough. I think Moncrief's in the better offense, so I'm going to say Moncrief.
All right. Moncrief it is. We got a call. Did we lose the call? Damn it, we lost the call. Where'd he go?
Let's call him back.
The only show that calls you back
Yeah.
when you hung up after we
What
took too long
happened,
to answer your
Nas?
call.
We had Nas on the line. I don't know what happened.
Hey guys, I got to step away for just a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Sorry,
go
I'm
ahead.
dealing
It's
with
okay.
a family issue.
All right, Nas, if you want to call back, I don't know if this is your number. I'm going to try to call this back here. We'll see if it works. All right, so in the meantime, Black Mamba 24, should I drop Allison or Curtis Samuel for Matt Bryant? The waivers available are Cole Beasley, Albert Wilson, Devontae Parker, Marquise Brown. So he needs to pick up a kicker, I'm assuming. So he's asking drop Allison or Curtis Samuel.
Oh. You already know my answer. I'm going to ask you if you could do a 2-for-1, if you could free up a roster spot.
I'm sorry, Clyde.
That's always my answer. I don't want to drop neither of these guys. Right?
Sorry about that, man. So I'll let you go. I called Clyde back by accident. I'm sorry. Did we get through that one?
No, you're good. We were just saying we want to do a 2-for-1 trade when we have all of these type of questions. It's like these are good options. See if you can do a 2-for-1 trade while there's still time. I know these guys start tomorrow, but I guess if we have to answer gun ahead, I guess Allison.
Yeah, drop
we'll
Allison
start
right before
Samuel.
kickoff if you have to.
Yeah.
So nobody can grab him or something. Let's see. What is this? John Brown PPR. How are we feeling about Kyler Murray? Pass yards,
He's fine.
25 per point.
He's fine. I'm not too high on him. I'm not too low on him.
Yeah, it's really, you know what? That's it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. I'm going to say that. He is a high upside stash. I would not start him early in the season, but that, new offense, new coach, new quarterback, he should be pretty comfortable. Like Christian Kirk kind of come from the same sort of offense, so he should be comfortable with it. It's going to be, I feel like it's going to be really fast. Remember when Chip Kelly came into the league and everything was like, whew, man, they ran a lot of plays.
I hope it's not that bad.
I don't think it'll be that bad, but I think it's going to catch people off guard, and I think you're going to have games where you can start Kyler Murray. A lot more games than you could ever started Josh Rosen, that's for sure. So
for sure.
Rest of the season, I if you have a spot and you can stash him, I would probably over some of the other available quarterbacks.
He's worth the stash just because if he does take off, I mean, he's a quarterback. You can only start. If you're in a one quarterback or a super flex, that's value. It doesn't matter if he's going to be one of the top quarterbacks. It's worth a stash. So we've seen RG3 come to the league and be a guy that helped you get to fantasy championships. Maybe he didn't help you while you were there because he got injured, but he definitely helped you get there his first season.
Yep.
So he could be that. Could be that for sure.
Last question from Milk Your Mommy. Singletary over Justin Jackson rest of season PPR.
Barely. I like them both a lot, but I think Devin Singletary has more of an exclusive workload.
Yeah, I'm gonna say barely as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
J-Fan.
I'm really high on Justin Jackson. I can't stress that enough. I love Justin Jackson.
Yeah, me too. I do. So that's why. But we also love Devin Singletary a lot. Yeah. We like his role. I think Justin.
The difference is 1 and 2 for me. Like
right.
You got a running back 1 versus running back 2. Like he's the running back 1 on that offense.
Mike, can you get louder?
Can I get louder?
Yeah.
Closer to your mic.
Whoever wants to tell me.
Thank you.
Yeah, is that better?
Yes, thank you. J-Fan, full PPR. Last two more mixer questions. Full PPR, J-Fan. Need a wide receiver and a flex. Okay, so here we got Godwin, DJ Moore, Landry, Fuller, McCoy, and Duke Johnson. I need a wide receiver and a flex. Godwin, DJ Moore, Landry, Fuller, LaShawn McCoy, and Duke Johnson.
I'm going Landry.
I'm going Landry here too. That's who I was leaning on. Was Landry.
I'm gonna go DJ.
Okay, so Landry
Love
and
that Carolina offense, huh?
What's that?
I said you just must love that Carolina offense, huh?
Well, I mean, it's just the questions that I don't absolutely love him. I am high on DJ Moore this week, though. So I mean, I think he's going to be featured in the offense. Him and Samuel, I think, will get a lot of targets. Yeah. So I mean, he's just an easy choice for me.
Did we give him
this
two?
early into the season?
Did we give him a wide receiver and a flex?
Oh, I just gave him a wide receiver. So the flex would be. Did we all give him, or did we, I think we all gave him one?
Yeah. DJ Moore and
what were the other options for him?
Fuller.
I know I had DJ Moore.
Fuller, Landry, Godwin, McCoy, or Duke Johnson.
I would go Landry and Moore.
I'm gonna go Moore and Fuller. I believe that's how my rankings have it. I don't have it in front of me, but I was just looking at it. I think that's correct.
All right. Moore for sure. Mike, who's your flex?
I like Landry, and then did you say Godwin in that mix?
He is available, yes.
Oh, Godwin.
Yeah, Godwin for me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Godwin for both of those guys. Sorry, I don't know how I missed that.
Okay, so Godwin and for sure.
Godwin and Moore.
Godwin and Moore. I got a Godwin and Landry, and I got a Landry and Moore. So there you go.
I got Moore, put in Godwin for me.
All right, so Landry, Godwin, then. Or at least Godwin for sure. Maybe Moore or Landry.
Sorry, Steve.
Okay, I don't know. Justin Jackson over McCoy PPR. No.
Yes.
Yeah. This week, yes. 100%.
Okay. All right. So this guy has a ton of questions. He asked, "Does this podcast hate a ton of questions?" This whole podcast right now is just 4 questions. So I don't know.
Yep. I mean, we're kind of made off of questions.
All right, we're all caught up in the mixer chat.
Questions together.
We are caught up in the mixer chat.
Talking about hurricanes.
Do you guys have the Google Doc open? Are we getting into those? Do we got time to do this stuff? I know people have families and lives and crap.
I
But
gotta hop off
right.
shortly, but we can bust out a few, and I'm sure we can get to the rest of them.
Guys. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to as many questions from the Sleeper app as we can, and then anything we didn't get to, we're gonna just we'll answer you on the app if instead of on the show. So we'll get to a few right off the top here. So we're gonna start with Ron Mex. True value of Shady. Great question. I don't even know what you want.
You want to start us off? I think
I don't know what you want on that.
George and I are going to be kind of the same.
We're going to be down on Shady.
Yeah, I'm not ready for him yet. Like, I mean, he's definitely a good running back, but man, he's old now. I mean, I hate to say that because he's younger than I am, but as a running back, he's old.
Yeah, it's a lot of wear and tear on your body. 31-year-old.
He's
like
31.
The fact that
he's got over 3,000 total touches. History has shown us outside of Frank Gore and Adrian Peterson, who are absolute monsters.
Just give me an answer. Value. What, RB2, RB3, RB4? What?
Stash.
He's RB3 for me.
All right. RB3 stash. And if you want all the answers, ask George directly. He's got all the stats. He's got the stats. He's the stats guy.
I bring the stats. I got your numbers.
Shamu, maybe. Maybe it's the killer whale. Chiefs backfield. Up arrow that. So he wants to know same thing. We took care of that. But the Chiefs backfield overall, you guys, solid, right? Get a piece of it if you can.
Want a piece of it.
Yeah, want a piece.
That's a team that you want a piece of, period. Wilson 27 had a couple. Do you think Zeke is held out his first couple of weeks? He looks out of shape. No, he's playing full load.
No, he knows the offense. He's solid. He's been running in the sand. He's good.
Yeah, he's been doing some training. Breida is. So Wilson says, I hear Breida is now the projected starter in Frisco over Tevin Coleman. I haven't heard that. I heard a split. Should Tevin Coleman owners be scared? I don't know if they should be scared.
They're going to split.
Yeah.
But I like Breida more, but but not by much. I mean, I think they both can get work. I think you can start both if you need to. Like, you can start Breda and flex Coleman if you want, or vice versa. Like, I think they'll both get work.
It's almost like a Devonta Freeman, Tevin Coleman type of thing, almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's Shanahan.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Someone dropped Kareem Hunt. Should I pick him up?
Not now, but you can probably in a week or two. Or
if you got room, stash him. I don't mind.
I don't want to hold him for that long.
He's not somebody you want to hold on. Listen, he's not playing until week 10 at the earliest.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Don't leave a dead spot on your bench this long.
Yeah, I don't want to do that this early. Like, if you love your team in 2 weeks and you want to just stash them, sure. But I wouldn't do it this early. I mean, there's going to be guys you're going to want to pick up after week 1 and week 2.
Yep. Stay Frosty 88. He called in, I believe. Which wide receiver in Carolina should we own? PPR leagues. So it's Samuel Moore. Yeah.
I like Samuel better.
Okay.
He's cheaper.
I like DJ. Yeah, I like what George said. So I like that he's cheaper, but I like DJ Moore by a little bit. But I'm not willing to pay a bunch of rounds afterwards. But draft season's over. We're week 1. I do like DJ Moore a little bit more. But again, yeah, if we were in draft season, I wouldn't want to have to pay several rounds the price.
Right.
Yeah.
Mike, who do you like better, DJ Moore or Samuel?
Probably Samuel.
All right, better value.
Just like George, cheaper.
Cheaper, yeah. Better value this season long. Golden Tate or Kiki QT PPR league after Tate. So let's say after Tate's 4-game suspension. I guess we'll just take the 4 games out from there. Season long value. Who do you like? I take Tate as well.
Yeah, I would like. Tate.
Yeah.
He looked like a monster in the preseasons too.
Yeah, and I think
so good.
I think as soon as rookie starts, I think they're going to keep that system really simple. Give him a lot of easy throws, and that is all Tate, and that is all Ingram, and that
I absolutely hate the reason they suspended him. I think it's total horseshit.
Whatever.
It's completely horseshit. I mean, it's a show on its own. It's just, especially when you compare it to what the rest of what the NFL does. But hey, we're talking fantasy.
Jabroni. I don't have my Jabroni drop. The Rock is back for another year. The people's champ. Pick a wide receiver and a flex in PPR. Alshon versus so this is a week 1. Alshon versus Washington. Damian Williams versus Jacksonville. Dede Westbrook against KC. I need a flex and a wide receiver.
Damian Williams for sure.
Why does Mike sound like a monster now?
Because I am a monster.
He's a beast.
He's a monster.
Does his voice not sound lower? Like, what are you playing around with effects over there?
I'm not at all. I'm just talking.
Hey,
it's
Mike,
the Florida weather.
All right.
This draft win right now, Mike, I'm taking Damian Williams in the 5th round.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. Mike should see. I just drafted him. I thought for sure Mike was going to take him in the 5th round, still sitting there. And Mike went ahead and let him fall right to me. This is why I am the champ in this league, by the way.
You play with scrubs.
Yeah, you are.
You play with scrubs.
I'm playing with scrubs like Mike.
You play with scrubs.
You're lucky.
So Damian Williams as a flex for sure then. And then which wide receiver do you like? Alshon or Dede Westbrook this week?
I have Dede ahead.
Dede ahead. Okay. I'm all right with that. Duke Johnson or Tevin Coleman as my RB2? I say go Coleman this week.
I'm taking Coleman for sure.
This week?
Duke.
You like Duke? Mike?
Duke for me.
All right, well, it's 2 Dukes from the experts and 1 Coleman, and then I threw in Coleman too, but what do I know? I'm just the phone screener. If Burton is questionable through Thursday night, do I sit him and play Hawkinson? Yes.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah. You play a player who's active and healthy.
Yes.
Swart TNP. James Washington production for week 1. What can we expect?
Maybe a touchdown, like 3 targets, maybe like 3 catches, 50 yards and a touchdown. Enough for us to say he's the guy. But I don't know if he will be. It's going to be frustrating, I think, for Moncrief and James Washington owners. But I think if he continues to splash, he will upsert Moncrief, obviously. It's a good problem for them to have.
All right. Complete answer. Owit 26. Ingram or Carson, week 1, PPR?
Carson.
Ingram for me.
Okay.
I'm going to go Carson.
2 for Carson. All right. Divian asks, should I drop Darwin Thompson for Geronimo Allison or stash Gronk because he says he estimate he would need a month? So it's a stash question. Honestly, if you're going to drop somebody, stash the player who's active right now. Unless you have.
I'm not picking up Gronk.
Yeah, don't pick up Gronk right now.
No, don't do that.
No, don't.
Well, everything Gronk has been talking about, you've been taking. People have been taking the headline, putting the quotations around it, but everything outside of the quotations has been laughter.
Yeah.
So like he's laughing about, oh, I'm gonna need a month at least. He's not playing.
He's staying in the news. He's staying in the news because he's got other ventures that he wants to promote. So of course he's going to tease everyone and string the media along so that when he opens his Gronk salad bar or whatever it is, you know,
CBD oil,
6969 Main
whatever.
Street, 420 whatever. Everyone's going to laugh and he's going to be like, yeah, I might play. Hey, by the way, check out my salad bar. Codeine Killers out of CMC, Carry-On, Carson, and Montgomery. Who to start for running back, and flex? So we got 4. We're starting 3. CMC, yes. Carry-On, Carson, and Montgomery are the let's get 2 out of those 3.
Carson and Montgomery are going to be other 2 for me. Let me just make sure that I don't have Carry-On.
I feel like is this the guy that called in?
It feels familiar.
Yeah, I think this.
No, actually, I have Carry-On 1 spot ahead of Montgomery, so it's going to be Carry-On and Carson. That's my last question. I gotta hop off for you, beautiful sleepers, dirty jobs, and George. We're going to take care of you guys. I'll see you next week, you beautiful people.
Thanks.
Later,
games.
You guys staying on for a minute? We'll knock out a few more.
Yep. Let's do it. Let's rapid fire these.
All right. How do we? Hang on. I may have a caller here. Nope, I don't. I thought I did. As a matter of fact, it looks like they kicked me off. No host connection. Okay, so calls are down. We're done with calls. And it looks like my Skype call dropped. Guys, are you there? They're not there. What's going on? I'm going to have to get back in the call. Ladies and gentlemen, give me just 1 second.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show number and press pound.
Just a second. Let me eliminate that person from the call. I don't know how I got kicked out there.
When Who's hung up, we all got kicked out.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing, Who's.
You did not enter a show number.
Yeah, I know. Just hang up on me. Bye, Felicia. All right. Codeine Killer. We got CMC. Did we Carry-On and Carson? We said J11. Anthony Miller versus Tyrell Williams in full PPR for a super flex.
Give me those one more time, Steve.
Anthony Miller or Tyrell Williams, full PPR.
Tyrell Williams for me.
Oh, Anthony Miller here.
Anthony Miller, Tyrell Williams. Man, I think I'd go Anthony. Anthony Miller feels safer to me. That's a tough one. Tyrell Williams is always like throws together a couple of good games. I don't know how they're going to be that first game. You know what? I'd almost wait and play Williams on the weekend. A couple extra days to think about it.
I like Tyrell Williams this year. I really do.
Yeah, I might wait on that one. So I'll say Williams for now. I got a question from Thomas Heinz Senior. Geis or Tevin Coleman? I'm sorry, Mike. Geis or Tevin Coleman? Yeah, you don't know who I'm talking about there. I guess that's a week 1 question.
I'm going to go Geis. Everything that you're hearing out of Washington is Geis is not only starting, but he's going to get the majority of the running back touches. So I'm going with Geis.
Yeah, same here.
All right, Hollywood. My dilemma is whether to start David Montgomery or Aaron Rodgers on Thursday. Even a small sample size, or not even a small sample size of Jones versus the Bears last year. This is my flex spot. I got Connor and Darren and D. Williams in my RB spots. So, again, David Montgomery in the flex. This is a big question for people this week. Would you start David Montgomery or Aaron Jones in the flex spot? Or let's just say RB spot. Let's assume.
I'm going to go with Jones.
Yeah,
It's close, though.
Yeah, Jones, actually, and it's not that close for me.
I'm just worried about him playing against Chicago.
Yeah, that is true. That is a good point. Yep, that definitely wins it.
But is that enough to the defense that you haven't seen anything of all year yet? Like, this is the first time they're playing. Like, I know they were good last year, but...
Yeah, but they were really good last year. Plus, they didn't lose anything on the defense this year. So I'm expecting them to be good again this year as well.
All right. I mean, I can counter that by saying Green Bay has a whole year of film on the defense and a new coach and new play calling. So, I mean, to me, it's a push. I take the guy that I know has skills right now, and that's Jones. I don't know what David Montgomery's got yet. I don't know what we're going to see out of the Bears yet. So, I'm with you on Jones, but I think Mike mentioned before, start him as a running back. And flex the other two, Connor and Williams in the flex. But we'll see what happens, man. Slapping butts. Should I? I think they make these names up just to make me say them. Slapping butts. Should I believe the hype on Cleveland? How good will the OJB Baker Mayfield connection be?
Listen.
Counting on a lot there. Myself, I'm not counting on a huge increase, but I think that we'll still get some good productivity. OBJ is next level. I mean, he's an elite receiver, so have no fear.
Yeah, I mean, he was an elite receiver. Most years arguing is he worth the number one pick overall, and he had Eli Manning as his quarterback. Let that sink in. Now he's going to a much improved Cleveland Browns offense with a much better quarterback in Baker Mayfield. So,
all right, I am good with that. A little concerned about their offensive line, but everything else in Cleveland looks good. A year of, how will Zeke signing affect Le'Veon Bell's snap count and David Johnson's health? Get the fuck out of here. Rafi wants to know, Melvin Gordon, where is he going? We don't know. Hollywood. I've stashed Gronk. There's no, okay, we just talked about Gronk. No, we're not, Gronk's not coming back. No, don't stash him. Nacho Taco, Mahomes hit 600 this year. I don't know what that means. 600 fantasy points? Maybe. I don't know what that means. 600 touchdowns? Possibly. World's greatest detective. Is it worth trading to get Gurley in a dynasty league? I acquired an additional first and second round draft pick next year and had an extra first rounder in 2021. I could use a draft pick and maybe Damian Williams to acquire Gurley. How many years? Yeah, I was going to say, how many years do you think you get out of Gurley in a dynasty? Another 2 or 3?
5, 6 more.
5 or 6 more?
No. Well, it depends on what you're talking about for his production. I'm thinking elite level production, maybe 2 years. Maybe. I mean, I that degenerative knee condition he's got, that arthritis is I mean, it's not good.
So are you giving up first round picks in the next 2 years for Gurley for 2 years?
No.
You'd rather have the picks?
I'd rather have the picks.
Okay. And then he's going to keep Damian Williams then for this year at least.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I would keep Williams in the 2 picks. For me, that's a no-brainer.
All right. JVB, Duke Johnson or Mark Ingram in half point this week?
Ingram for me.
Yeah, Ingram for me as well.
Good. Robbie Anderson or Josh Gordon in full PPR this week?
Robbie Anderson.
I'm a Josh Gordon guy. I'm going to say go ahead and and start Josh Gordon with confidence week 1.
All right, he's got a couple more better defense stream this week. Dallas versus the Giants or the Jets versus Buffalo.
Dallas. Stream Dallas.
Yeah, I like Dallas too. Mike?
Yeah, I also like Dallas.
And
I'm
you
actually drafting them.
you're not starting defense against Josh Allen. We know you're not crazy.
Why would you want to do that?
Okay, then he says, I currently have the Browns defense, but the Eagles are on the wire. Should I drop Cleveland for Philly or drop D. Thompson and carry them both? No, don't carry two defenses.
No, drop whoever you got for the Browns.
No, he has the
Browns.
Browns
Are going to then keep the Browns. The Browns are going to be a top 5 defense this year. You can start them every week.
Yeah, just keep the Browns. Don't juggle defenses. If you have to, drop something you don't, not a player. Don't drop a player for a defense. That's ridiculous. You can always stream for 1 week. Hey guys, OBJ15 here. This is my first year doing a PPR format, 12-team half point. Can you guys tell me if I did good drafting from the 10 spot and what I should improve in? Also, who should I start at my wide receiver 2, running back 2, and flex? So here's his draft results. Quarterbacks, he got Cam Newton, backed up by Josh Allen. Wide receivers, Michael Thomas, Robbie Anderson, Dante Pettis, Tyrell Williams, Curtis Samuel, Jarvis Landry, and Geronimo Allison. It's pretty solid. Running backs, Nick Chubb, Chris Carson, Sony Michel, and Kalen Ballage. So for half point, 12-team, I'd say you did a pretty good. I think you did a pretty good. You probably went Michael Thomas and Nick Chubb in the next round. Probably Carson in the third.
It's a solid team up and down.
Michelle in the fourth. Yeah, it looks like you drafted running backs early, and you got some pretty good upside at wide receiver. I love Pettis and Tyrell Williams, and Jarvis should be pretty consistent for you as well. You got a lot of options. Anything you guys think he could improve on here, like trade-wise?
It's without knowing what needs the other teams have, it's really difficult to suggest making a trade for something. I mean, I like your team. It's a very solid team from top to bottom. So I don't see anything that needs to be greatly improved upon right now. What you could do is look at the teams in your league, find out if somebody is weak at one area, and if they are, see if you can exploit it.
Yeah, because you have a lot of wide receiver depth. I wouldn't mind seeing a slightly better running back too, maybe. I'm not like super. I like these guys. I'm not feeling any of them as like, wow, they could. I don't know.
No, I agree.
They're all pretty good, but nobody's blowing me away here. So if you find another team with a lot of running backs and they need a wide receiver 2 or a wide receiver 3, you've got a lot of wide receiver 2s on your team here. I mean, move Curtis, move Jarvis, move Robbie, and you still got lots of depth there. Yeah, and maybe one more running back. All right, so for week 1, wide receiver 2 and running back 2 and flex, let's set his lineup. Cam, wide receiver 1, Michael Thomas. Wide receiver 2, who are we going with? Anderson, Pettis, Tyrell Williams, Curtis Samuel, Landry, or Geronimo?
I'm going to go Pettis against Tampa.
Ooh.
It's a good matchup.
Ooh, spicy.
I'm going to Geronimo Allison here.
Allison there, okay.
Allison against the Bears. I don't know. I think I want Pettis. They already announced he's a starting one of their starting wide receivers, and that Tampa defense doesn't scare anybody. And Mike, I hate you for that.
You love that.
Running back.
That's exactly who I was eyeing too. You son of a bitch.
running back 2, we got obviously you're starting Nick Chubb as your running back 1. Carson, Sony Michel, or Kalen Ballage, your running back 2.
Sony Michel for me.
Yeah, Sony Michel for me too.
I'm good with that. And then out of all the leftover guys, who we get thrown in the flex?
Read them again one more time.
Yeah.
So Robbie Anderson, Tyrell Williams, Curtis Samuel, Jarvis Landry, Chris Carson, and Kalen Ballage.
Oh, Chris Carson.
Yeah, Chris Carson.
So Carson for sure. Pettis, we like Pettis and Carson, and then Mike likes Geronimo. So that's
Yep. Yeah, I do.
Yep. Okay. Demi wants to know, would you use your waiver to pick up O.J. Howard? Currently have Hooper. Absolutely get O.J. Howard. Athletic freak. He's going to have a good year. Definitely get him. Coco Packs, I need one wide receiver. My options are Robbie Anderson, Marvin Jones, and Christian Kirk, PPR. This is week 1, I guess.
Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson for me as
Robbie
well.
Anderson. All right, Joseph, Robert Woods, or Allen Robinson, 1 point, PPR.
Robert Woods.
Robert Woods. It's not even that close.
All right.
Yeah, me neither.
It's the one standard, Kenny Golladay or Robert Woods.
Robert Woods.
Okay.
Same distance.
Yeah, right. Bad advice giver. Will the Chargers call plays to Eckler's skill set or use him in the same way and give Jackson the typical piece Gordon would get? I don't know how we can even know that. What do we think? What do we think? How are they going to use Eckler? How are they going to use Jackson?
I think Justin Jackson's going to get the first 2 downs. Austin Eckler's going to be your 3rd down guy.
I agree. Like, he'll be the passing down back. I actually think he'll probably be your goal line opportunity back to Justin Jackson.
Yep.
Austin Eckler is going to be your 1 through 3 down, get you down to the goal line kind of a guy.
Okay.
I like Justin Jackson a lot.
All right. Do you feel good starting either one of them, though? Like, it sounds like you guys are saying they're pretty even split. Like, who's got the value then? Who's going to be better for week to week?
I think Jackson. Until
Jackson too.
Yeah, until Gordon either comes back or he signs with another team.
Okay.
Or is traded rather. I think Jackson's going to hold the more value.
All right. Guys, I want to let you know if you're listening, thank you for tuning in. The phone lines are done for the night. We had too many calls. We're trying to get through the questions. Minimal Impact writes on the Mixler chat. Would you guys trade away Henderson for Dede, standard redraft? Other running backs are Chubb, Ingram, Josh Jacobs, Latavius, and Justin Jackson. So he's getting rid of Henderson for Dede. Yeah, I think I would do that.
I think I would as well.
I mean, he's not he doesn't have any other parts of the Gurley. So yeah, why not? Do it. Do it.
Yeah, you're getting a huge upgrade in wide receiver there.
Do it. Way to have it. Hang it.
Do it. Do it.
This is little Arnold.
Do it.
That was funny. All right. The Cabillionaire. I need 2 guys. PPR and big yardage is preferred. Okay, so he's probably got some bonuses here. Carry on, Robert Woods, Godwin, and Lockett. Needs 2.
Godwin and Lockett for me.
Yeah, Godwin and Lockett. I just can't get on the Detroit plane.
Yeah. Yeah, those are your big play guys. If you wanted a safe pick and an upside pick, who would you guys go with? Same?
Yeah, I think they're both very safe, to be honest.
Really? Okay.
And they both have massive upside.
Okay. Wow. So safe and upside. That's like the perfect fantasy player right there. You start those guys. All right. We got one more from Milk Your Mommy. Gallup, Moncrief. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to milk your mommy. Gallup, Moncrief, Pettis, Anthony Miller, PPR rest of season. But drop Singletary for any 3 wide receiver league. So, okay, would you drop Singletary for Gallup, Moncrief, Pettis, or Anthony Miller?
No.
I don't think I would.
No, I don't
think I would.
I keep Pettis.
Who do you like? Who's the odd man out? We got to keep 3. Let's keep 3. Who's the odd man out? Gallup for me. I'm keeping Pettis, Miller, and Moncrief.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, same. Yep.
All right, cool. Next up, ooh-wee. Okay, we already answered him. Izzy Gerst. I was offered David Montgomery and Cooper Kupp. I give Dalvin Cook. Can I get your guys' opinion? So Dalvin Cook going out, David Montgomery and Cooper Kupp coming in.
Oh, I'm so high on Cooper Kupp. I'm just so high on Cooper Kupp that I want to say yes, but I don't think so. Dalvin Cook's an RB1 that I'm staying no. I got to stay with Dalvin Cook here.
Yeah, I'm staying with Cook.
All right, keep Cook. CMTKL, always. Okay, that was just a comment. We don't need to address that. We answered these already. Ogun says, this is awesome. Cool. Worried about Diggs. Okay, I'm worried of Diggs. Also, who would be nice fill-in? Pettis, Samuel, or MVS? Standard scoring.
Pettis.
Yeah, Pettis for me too.
For this week, yeah. Any advice for Damian Williams owners?
Have faith.
Yeah.
Trust the process.
Trust the
Quit
process.
worrying about the guy.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta see what happens. Barkley 26, Ravens D or Cowboys week 1?
Ravens for me.
Cowboy. Oh no, Ravens against Miami. Oh God.
Yup.
Listen, when you got the defense that is playing against a team that is purposely trying to lose, that's who you start.
Yep. Ravens D. Cambo Slice Geis for Melvin Gordon.
Give me Geis all day long.
Yeah, keep the player that's actually playing. Unless, if there was a situation where Geis was like your running back 5 or 4, like what limit? If he was your 5, would you trade him away for Melvin Gordon?
I don't want Melvin Gordon on my team. Period.
Okay, I agree. I was just curious if there was any temptation that if Geis is your 6th running back on your team and he's just going to ride the bench, you don't want Melvin Gordon? Nothing.
No, I'll trade Geis for somebody who's going to play this year.
I agree. Get somebody who's going to hit the field. This one especially for Mike. DC for life, 1122. Will Bell come back as the RB he was at the Steelers?
No, I don't think so. I think he's got a way different offensive line that he's playing with right now. And I don't think they're as talented as the Pittsburgh Steelers line. So do I believe in his talent somewhat, but not as much as I did when he was on that squad. So I don't know. I think a lot has yet to be seen. I think he was more of a product of Pittsburgh, not a product of talent.
All right.
Agreed. So I love his talent. I'm not going to pretend he doesn't have talent, but a lot of that was he played with a top 5 offensive line every single year. I mean, that gave him, like, everybody talks about how patient Bell is when he runs the ball. He was allowed to be patient because his line was that good. Right. He's not gonna have that time in New York.
Agreed. All right, got a few more. We'll blow through these quick here. Just a few more from the Sleeper Wire chat room. Actually, this is the extra one that he put up, and I just lost my place. Hang on. Okay, have Hunter Henry. So this is another one from Milk Your Mommy Aoi. I have Hunter Henry. Drop Waller for Geis. Waller looking so nice. I already have Singletary and Miles Sanders on my bench.
Yes.
So,
1,000 times yes.
Grab running backs while they're available because they're going to disappear.
Especially starting running backs.
Yeah. And you have Hunter Henry, so you're good at tight end. You don't need to screw around too much right now.
No. Waller is a streamer. He's not an every week starter. You got Hunter Henry. He's going to be your every week starter. So
yep,
you're good.
Yep. Then he deleted his question. And then he did that. Okay. I have Cody OG Champ. Have Sanu and MVS. Should I pick up John Brown and Rashad Higgins instead? Already have Julio, half point. Keep MVS. I would consider dropping Sanu for one of those guys. I don't think I'd drop him for Higgins. Maybe John Brown.
I would drop John Brown for Higgins.
No, he would pick up John Brown.
Oh no, come on. No, why do you want John Brown? What has John Brown ever done that warrants you to want to pick him up? Because he ran fast in shorts? Get out of here.
So you'd pick up Higgins? Would you drop Sanu for Higgins? What, Mike?
I said now he gets to run fast with Josh Allen.
It's an upside thing. Like Sanu is probably going to be like he's always pretty consistently mediocre. You know, like I don't know. I'd probably wait. Just hang on to Sanu for now. Would you guys drop Sanu for Higgins though?
I think I would. It'd be very close. So I don't think it's an improvement. I think it's like a lateral move.
Yeah. Yeah. And he has Julio. I think I'd keep Sanu in this point. Just because if Julio happens to get hurt, then you already got Sanu and he kind of moves up. I don't know. Higgins to me, I definitely don't want anything to do with who's the other guy? Is Callaway even still on that team?
No.
Good. He stunk. All right. So these guys are saying they like Higgins. Drop Sanu for Higgins. Keep MVS though, right? You want to keep your Packers.
Yeah. Listen, MVS is a tweak hamstring away from being somebody who you can count on week in, week out.
This guy again, Aoi, drop McCoy for Anthony Miller or Justin Jackson for stash.
Anthony Miller or who?
Justin Jackson.
And who do you want to pick up?
He's asking drop McCoy to pick up Anthony Miller or Justin Jackson.
No.
No, I wouldn't.
Nope. IDLT 59 bench Rodgers this week? Question mark.
Depends on who your who's your other option.
Yeah.
Like I don't recommend you sit Aaron Rodgers ever, but if you have a better option, like for some reason you have Rodgers and Carson Wentz, okay, I'm okay with you starting Carson Wentz this week over Rodgers, who's got a difficult matchup against the Bears. But if you've got I don't know, Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers, guess what? You're starting Aaron Rodgers.
Good point. And as Mike often says, it's Aaron freaking Rodgers. How can you bench the guy, right? Aoi says, stupid not to drop Singletary for Geis.
Yes, it's very stupid to not drop Singletary and pick up Geis. You should have Geis over Singletary.
Okay, so
you should have both.
Yeah, you should have both. Like, who else is on your team that you can drop? Because realistically, you should have both on your team.
Right. There's got to be somebody else you can cut. Okay, Joe Schmo. This one's directly for Dirty Jobs. My Sony Michelle and Geis for his Kelsey.
I'll set this one out.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah, I like
I'd take Kelsey.
I'd take
Is
that
it?
too.
I wonder if it's a dynasty league. He didn't say, did he?
Didn't say. No.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm just thinking Kelsey's 30. You're giving up two young running backs. But, I mean, why not do it? Fuck it. You only live once.
Yeah.
Like redraft only. Yeah, I would never do that in Dynasty.
Redraft only. Okay.
I might do that in Dynasty, dude. It's Travis Kelsey. Give me some.
Yeah, I want to know who his other tight end is before he gives up Kelsey too. That you got to take that into account.
CMTKL Landry just went on waivers. Okay, who to drop? Pettis, Samuel, or MVS? Good question. I like that one. That makes you think.
Any one of them is fine, but I think I would drop.
I think I would actually drop MVS.
I think I would too.
I would too, actually. Yeah, yeah. That's an interesting one. I'm really surprised Landry may hit waivers. Atrev7, half point PPR. Who do I start in the wide receiver 2 week 1? Gordon or DJ Moore? Josh Gordon or DJ Moore?
Josh Gordon.
DJ Moore. I'll never say start Josh Gordon.
I will. I
before he gets to the huddle.
No, listen. Josh Gordon will be good to go. You start him with confidence. The 3 games he played last year without Rob Gronkowski, he averaged 103.7 yards per game. The only options he's going to be throwing it to is James White, Gordon, and Julian Edelman. Start Josh Gordon in all leagues.
Can you guys kill time for 2 seconds here? Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me go off about why Josh Gordon probably
I was
isn't going to do
I
you
was gonna I was gonna give you the floor on that, Mike. Go for it.
Well, it's really nothing. I mean, I can't really talk too much trash. I love Josh Gordon, I really do, and I really want to see this guy do good because, man, wouldn't that be a great story to come back from the story that he's had and come actually still have a successful NFL career. My problem with him is that he hasn't played football in like 3 years, man. I mean, it's just been forever.
He played last year.
For like what, 1 game, 2 games?
No, he played 10 games last year with the Patriots, and worked in the and Tom Brady literally took him aside in the offseason for the two of them to work together to build up rapport. Tom Brady doesn't take wide receivers in the offseason aside to work with them unless he's expecting to use them.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a fluke. I think that was a smoke screen. It's Josh Gordon. I just think I've gotten burned by him too many times.
You probably have.
I just can't get him on my team anymore.
I can. I am the residential Josh Gordon homer. Wheels up with Josh Gordon. Go ahead, start him with confidence. The dude's a freak. Like I said, the 3 games, yes, small sample size, that he played last year without Gronk, 103 yards a game. Josh Gordon, I believe, led all wide receivers in New England in yards last year. I think he was second in touchdowns, third in targets. I mean, he was just an absolute beast for them last year.
All right. One last final question here for Ooh-wee. So this is the guy that was asking about who can he drop for Geis. He gave us more of his team. His bench is Will Fuller, Calvin Ridley, Miles Sanders, Singletary, who he was talking about, and Kyler Murray. Starting quarterback is Winston. So that's what the question is. Like, he doesn't know who to drop for Geis.
Drop Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he realizes that Murray's the guy he should drop, but he has confidence in him too.
Drop Kyler Murray. You've got Jameis Winston. You should have confidence in Winston that you can start him pretty much every week. They're not going to run the ball there. Winston, who said it earlier, he's got Winston projected to throw the most yards of any quarterback in the NFL this year. He's got weapons galore between O.J. Howard, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin. Trust in O.J. Howard, drop Kyler Murray. We haven't seen anything from him. He's a rookie quarterback. It's okay to drop him and stream another quarterback for Winston's bye week.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You would get more if you traded Geis or another running back away than you would. You get more value than you'd have in holding on to Kyler Murray. Like, you could package up if you just wanted to have Geis and maybe pass out Singletary. Like, try to trade somebody first and get something better. Like, get rid of Murray.
Geis.
No, he's gonna pick up Geis. Drop Murray, pick up Geis, and then what? Make a package?
Yeah, package Singletary and Geis.
Yeah,
and see if you can get yourself a better running back, and then go back and pick up Murray if you're that confident in Murray.
Yeah,
I don't think you should be, but I mean, if you personally feel a certain way about a player, go get that player.
And I think Murray is a great stash for upside, but don't grab the running back. Mike, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, you always do. The running back is the toughest commodity to fill, so you need to get that first. Get that cemented quick. Like, that's what you want.
Yes, buddy. Okay, I got one more. This one just came in. Tiger W9, Matt Breida, Peyton Barber, or Rashad Penny for the flex week 1.
I'm leading Breida.
Yeah, Breida for sure for me.
Okay, they like Breida. Illmatic. Oh, man, I was going to play a Nas song earlier. Because we had a guy named Nas call in, and I was going to play this Nas song, but then he hung up. So, but this guy's...
You always surprise me. Like, I would not have made a single guess that you would have said tonight, I wanted to play a Nas song.
I love Nas. Nostradamus. Nostradamus. Anyway, Illmatic writes in, start Damian Williams or Aaron Jones. Also, what to do with Pollard now? Try to trade him to the Zeke owner if you can for something, for peanuts, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, your window on Pollard to trade him off has closed. Anybody who had him should have been trading him to the Zeke owner when you had the chance. There was no way Zeke was going to miss anything more than 1 week.
I definitely tried. I tried to move Pollard in all kinds of league. I think I was asking too much for him though,
Yeah.
because I was like, "Oh, starter this week."
I mean, you might get a little something for him, but he's probably almost droppable now.
Yep.
But Damian Williams or Aaron Jones to start this week?
Damian Williams.
Damian Williams.
Yeah, me too. Cody, they just keep coming in, man. But we'll stay on for another minute. Cody OG Champ, quick start, sit question. Start Cohen, Godwin, or James White. Pick 2, 12-man, half point. Cohen, Godwin, or James White. I need 2.
And White.
Godwin and White.
Godwin and White. Ilmatic says, thanks, guys. Hey, we want to thank you guys for listening. We're going to wrap up the show. I know there's still some questions coming in, but we got to get out of here. It's 10 o'clock. We only got 2 hours to do this. Thank you very, very much for listening to the Sleeper Wire Mail Sack. We are on every Wednesday. We start at 8 p.m. We are live. We do your questions. We take your calls, and I think we're probably the only podcast that does this on a weekly basis at this high level of quality. We got through all these questions, and I'm going to put the recorded version up in just a little bit here. Probably early tomorrow morning it'll post, so I'll let everybody know who was part of the show. I will tag you. If you want to reach us outside of the Mail Sack show, Mike and George and Jason are going to be on Sunday mornings for the Blitz. That's the same type of show, but it's faster. You call in and write in your questions for start sits. They start at 11:30 in the morning. 11:30, right?
10:30. We bumped it back to 10:30 due to high demand.
Outstanding. 10:30. New earlier start time. 10:30 in the morning Eastern time on football Sundays. Get your start sit questions in all the way up until kickoff. And then the Mail Sack is on every Wednesday. We got plenty of other shows. You want to find us, go to the Sleeper Wire channel on the Sleeper app. If you're part of the show, I sent you an invite. If you want to find us on Facebook, it's Facebook groups Sleepwire Fantasy Football Club and the Twitter at Sleepwire Show on Twitter. You can reach us there. Also, if you just want to go to our webpage, sleepwire.com/advice, and you can send us a question right through our webpage. We'll put it in the group chat, and we'll email you back within 24 hours. That is it. Hoos, thank you for being part of the show, even though you're gone. Mike and George, thank you for hanging around for the second hour and taking care of all these questions. And good luck with week 1, guys.
Appreciate it. Looking forward to football.
Yes.
It's finally here.
And Mike, get your damn microphone fixed.
Yeah, something.
All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning into the Sleepwire Mail Sack. Have a wonderful evening. Good luck this week.